A couple of things I want to cover. Boredom. One of the things that makes fasting difficult is boredom. And so I thought about that yesterday, because I was actually, when the sensations come up that make fasting difficult, I consciously decided to sit through them and evaluate them. Why exactly? What is happening to me? And it's difficult to put the feeling into or to term the feeling, other than there's like a neediness or a feeling of pressure, or I would say hunger for the lack of a better word, but it's like an emotional, I suppose it would be like, today, because today is the 6th day, certainly on a lesser degree, but like if I were a vampire and I needed to get blood. Well, this isn't a constant thing for me. It just comes up. It's like a desire comes up, and you can actually feel it. A desire comes up, and so thinking about what that is, or more than what that is, what do I do when that comes up? I got a piece of paper and I wrote down. So one of the things I said was, I was describing what it is, the boredom. It's when the boredom happens, you consider the thrill, or when you're not getting the thrill of food to put into your mouth, so much the hunger, but the thrill of sensations in your mouth and the smells. At points when you're fasting, you can even in your mind's eye or nose, your mind's nose, you can smell the thing that, or something that you are craving, or that you can imagine having. And so when this came up for me, particularly yesterday, what I thought of was, I'm going to need to do something about it. What do I do? So some of the things I did was, one, I got up and fortunately I have some fresh sage, and it's really fresh. I got it from a guy at the beach last week sometime. I lit that, and I got it all over me and all around me, and I put it around the house. Sage is said to ward away bad spirits. I thought about that. And if if craving is a bad spirit trying to convince me to break my resolve, then in this case you can consider it a bad spirit. And you know what? It works. It fills your senses up. I had to, because I'm an experimenter, I suppose, I had to think really hard to try and conjure that feeling or the smells I was having in my mind's nose, to reconjure them back. And I couldn't really do it, but I could tell that if I kept on trying to, I would. And so I decided to leave that alone. I filled the room with sage. Other things I thought of that one could do if they got that sensation and they had the resolve to get through their fast, or get through those moments when the fast seems a little difficult mentally, is to there's masturbation. And I'm a little embarrassed to say that, but there's that. There's going to sleep. There's definitely the sage thing worked. And I guess that's some sort of smoke out aromatherapy. Oh, and breathing. I often do this. It's something similar to breath of fire. Water, of course. And also, sometimes I haven't gotten to the point where I needed to, but I considered that maybe I could heat some water also, if I wanted to. But I haven't done that. I hadn't really actually needed to. Mentally, I haven't needed to. Okay, I have a good friend who keeps telling me to talk to my illnesses or my disease, and talk to my tumor even, because she follows the belief, or the philosophy, that illness is a result of psychological or unresolved issues, or trauma, past trauma stored in our cells, in our body tissues, that that we need to address. And I understand that philosophy and its validity. I agree with it, but something about me doesn't quite accept it fully, or just isn't ready to deal, that doesn't want to deal on that level. But on the second day of my fast, I decided to let me just go ahead and let I just started writing, and as if I were talking to the tumor, and let it talk to me, or let what came out of me come out of me. And I'll read that to you. The throat is, I can't make this sound like I want it to sound, but I'll do my best with making this very entertaining, but that won't happen. So it's I'm actually telling you how to receive it. Let's change that around. You're going to love this story, and I'm going to tell it really well. Here goes. What does the tumor say to you? I am a fat overgrowth, and I am threatening to rob days of your life, days of beauty. You carry a mass that represents all of those babies you killed in your womb. For years, year after year, you kill babies in your womb. Suffer me, and I will grow again. Let me grow, or heal yourself of the physical illness, the physical and mental illness that could cause you to kill baby after baby until the numbers far exceeded 10. Heal yourself, or I will grow, and you'll want to hide yourself so people won't speak of your 5-year pregnancy with the malignancy of your sin. You put me here with your own guilt and greed. You ate poisons and estrogens and stressed yourself with work to buy things and gain social status. And that's why you killed your babies. Baby after baby, you did it for social status. That's why you killed Roosevelt's babies, Godwin's babies, that brother you didn't know. You couldn't remember who he was as babies, or didn't know who it was that made you pregnant babies. Tony's babies, and the regret of your life, Dwayne's babies. Baby after baby, you did it for social status. And so there you are. You ate, and you worked, and you punished yourself. Shed your suffering now with fasting until you are renewed. Okay, so that's just that. On the other side of that, I read it to my husband because I was interested in what came out of me. I think I created a tumor because of my guilt, because of all of that, what I did. And he suggested, in line with the EFT, emotional freedom technique. Now that I've said that, now I need to say something different. As though I'm healed from it. And something that frees me from that guilt. And so I did, and I just said a little something. And okay, on the other side of suffering is healing. The babies are ancestors now. They tell the story of quiet genocide. Pray to them for their forgiveness. Thank them for the message their in utero deaths should bring. Heal yourself of guilt and stand tall for the new generations. You have lessons to give, stories to tell, and your wisdom to share. And so I don't know if my tumor is actually saying all that stuff to me, but that's what came out in the writing. It's not very eloquent, and I didn't even have an opportunity to tell it to you. Entertain you really in the way I wanted to, because that's what we are working on that. I expect that before this is over with, I'm going to speak to you, I'm going to make inflections in my voice, and I'm going to be able to say things to you and make it really exciting, and it's going to sound good, and there won't be raspiness. That's what one of the things we're shooting on. Okay, so this is Billy Jordan, and today is day 6, and I am signing out. Bye now.